मेरे आपके टाइम पे, like when we used to go to college, it was totally a different story. The point is, the world has changed, it has transformed, and it is not just about the academics anymore. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Farhan Naeem and I work as a head counselor at the Millennium Education. When we talk about university applications, there are 4 to 5 important components that we need to understand. The first thing that we need to understand is academics. So academically, हम कहाँ stand कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत important है. Now, academics के अंदर different curriculums भी आ जाते हैं. So when we talk about O levels and A levels, it's a Cambridge stream. Obviously, when we talk about metric and FA, FSC or FA, that's the local stream. Then we have MYP and IBDP. So International Baccalaureate is a different stream. So we have different curriculums prevailing here in Pakistan. Alhamdulillah, at Future World School and Colleges, we are providing IBDP, MYP, Cambridge, and Metric, all the 3 streams. So academically, we have a very strong footing. Our teachers, they are the most popular teachers in town. Then we also need to understand it's not just the academic. मेरे आपके time पे, like when we used to go to college, it was totally a different story. So it was all about academics. 80% marks आ जाएं, 90% grades ले लें, gold medal ले लें, board में position ले लें, and that's it. The point is, the world has changed, it has transformed, and it is not just about the academics anymore. So next component जो entry test का है, this is a concept in universities here in Pakistan. Abroad, it's a bit different. So for example, if we talk about USA universities, SATs and ACT is one of the prerequisites for entering into a college. Now again, pandemic में एक policy आई हमारी universities की तरफ से abroad that most of the universities, they are optional. They are SAT optional, they are ACT optional, so they do not require SATs and ACT. But to be honest, what I understand as per my experience, it is just a policy statement. When you say it's SAT optional or it's ACT optional, it is viewed in a very different perspective. Because if a candidate is applying with the SAT scores, obviously they would consider, because they say that they are SAT optional. It means that if you provide them with the scores, then definitely they would take it in consideration. And if they do not provide it, then it's SAT optional. I mean, you can always apply without it. So उसकी importance और उसकी significance बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई है. तो बहुत सारे बच्चे हमारे पाकिस्तान के अंदर and in this region, they tend to believe कि जी SAT optional है तो it's not required, but it is required. I mean, if you are competing with a candidate who is going with a SAT score, so it means that I mean, he or she would be having an advantage when he or she is going to apply to that university. So entry tests plus obviously SATs and ACTs, these are again important and significant in your application. And we at Future World School and College, we make sure that our students are prepared for SATs. We usually conduct classes once a year, and we have renowned SAT instructors who basically teach SAT and prepare students in 2 to 3 months time. And the students, they have really scored well recently. One of our students has recently scored 1570 out of 1600, which is almost close to the perfect SAT score. Next comes the recommendations. they look very easy, but they're not. It's a very complicated affair. Now, you have to write teachers' recommendations, you have to write a counselor recommendation for the students, and it is not everybody's cup of tea, to be honest. It really needs crafting, it really needs thoughts that need to go into the recommendation letter. It's not just a copy paste from Google, from the teachers or from the counselor. So at Future World School and College, we also provide the support system in terms of writing recommendations for the students. And our CEO, Dr. Sir Faisal Mushtaq Tamka Imtiaz, he also acts as a college access counselor and writes the recommendations for the students. Extracurricular activities is also one of the important components in university applications. Again, we have a complete support system. We have different schools and clubs, we have different societies where we engage students in different activities according to their profile and according to their interest. So basically, let's say if a student wants to become a medical doctor, a practitioner, we engage them with different hospitals in the town, in the cities. Last but never the least, it's the essays that counts. Because see, I mean, I would like to mention here, there are, private counselors sitting outside, sitting in the market, who charge people for these essays, for writing, for crafting their essays. And it's just not the private counselors or the private counseling organizations. It's basically, you can easily go on the website and just hire someone as a writer. But trust me, this is not acceptable, because when you're applying to universities, it is really important that the student writes his or her essays on his own or on her own. Why? Because let's say if you're applying to one of the universities and then you are writing their supplements or your essays, they might call you for an interview and they might ask you different questions from the segments that you have written in your essays. So it becomes really important. So in a nutshell, I've just tried to give you a little overview about how the university applications work here at the Future World School and College. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you have any questions, you can always subscribe our channel and you can always ask the question, and I will try to come back and comment on your query. Thank you so much. All the best. Pakistan Zindabad.